Hey, I'm about to tell you something that might make you question everything you've ever trusted. Your eyes see the world upside down. Yep, every single thing you look at is projected onto your retinas upside down, and your brain has been quietly flipping it back this whole time without bothering to tell you. So basically, someone's been lying to you for your entire life, and you've been trusting them anyway. Sound familiar? Yeah, kind of like your last relationship. And today, I won't just tell you that's true. I'm going to show you how scientists proved it. What happens when the brain is forced to adapt, how animals deal with it, and why your brain is basically the most convincing magician you'll ever meet. So get comfortable. Because your brain has been pranking you for years, and today we're finally exposing it. I also have a completely unrealistic admiration for Scarlett Johansson. I wonder how Scarlett sees me. I know, an Oscar-nominated movie star. And here I am, holding a test tube. I'd call it a slight imbalance. But that's not the tragedy of today. The tragedy of today is realizing that your own brain has been manipulating you since the day you were born. Here's the truth. The lens inside your eye projects the outside world onto your retina, upside down. Physically, every single thing you see starts out completely inverted. But then your brain quietly takes that upside-down image, flips it, and never even tells you. It's kind of like someone lying to you and then saying, "I just didn't want to hurt your feelings." The difference is, your brain's lie actually helps.
Rotate the screen!
Science block? The reason is simple. It's just basic optics. Acceptors. This. When light passes through a curved lens, the image flips upside down. The exact same thing happens inside cameras. The image lands on the sensor upside down first, and then the camera's hardware or software turns it the right way up. Your eye is basically a biological camera, and your brain is the world's fastest image processing software. If you asked ChatGPT about this, it'd probably say, "Yes, according to current scientific evidence, I'll save you the lecture." Your brain has been photoshopping reality your entire life, and honestly, it's doing a pretty good job. Now here's the next question. Is this just a human thing? Not at all. Almost every animal with eyes, cats, birds, fish, they all deal with the exact same optical rule. The image that lands on the retina is upside down, and the brain, or whatever level of nervous system the animal has, processes that information into the world it actually experiences. So yes, your cat also starts with an upside-down image. And if it looks like it's judging you, well, it probably is. But at least its brain is flipping the picture just as effortlessly as yours. But what about someone who has been blind since birth? Does their brain still flip images? Actually, no. If the brain never receives visual information, there's no upside-down image to correct in the first place. Instead, something incredible happens. The visual cortex, the part of the brain normally used for vision, can be reassigned to help with other senses, like touch or hearing. So instead of leaving an empty room unused, your brain basically renovates it and gives it a brand new purpose. Your brain is basically that coworker who can never sit still. If there's nothing to do, it finds something anyway. Alright, let's test this. I wrote something on this piece of paper, and now I'm holding it upside down. Technically, my brain is already so used to correcting upside down images that it's probably working overtime in the background without me even noticing. Okay, maybe that's a little dramatic. Nobody's lying to you. Your biology is just quietly doing an incredible amount of work behind the scenes. And honestly, that's a much healthier relationship than most people have. So think about it. Since the day you were born, you've never actually seen the world in its raw form. Your first birthday, your first crush, every embarrassing moment you've ever had, they've all been the brain-approved version. So, congratulations. You've been watching the studio edit of your own life this whole time. Your brain is basically your editor, your manager, and sometimes even your therapist. The only difference is, It never sends you an invoice.
Ah! Most chai chai chana! Ah!
Now let me tell you about one of the strangest experiments ever. Scientists gave people special glasses that flipped the entire world upside down. For the first few days, people were absolute disasters. They bumped into doors, reached for things in the wrong direction, and basically forgot how to exist. But then something incredible happened. After just a few days, their brains started correcting the upside-down image again. They could walk around, pick things up, and function almost normally, even while wearing the glasses. The brain basically said, "All right, I guess this is reality now," and adapted. Your brain gets over major life changes faster than most people get over a breakup. And it doesn't even need therapy. But here's the funny part. When the glasses came off, everything looked wrong again. Because now the brain had already adapted to its new normal. This experiment was first performed in the 1890s by psychologist George Stratton, who wore upside-down glasses on himself for several days. So yes, he voluntarily turned his entire world upside down for science. Today we'd probably just call that creating content. Alright, I want you to try something. Close your eyes. Actually, wait, listen to me first. Now, close them. And picture a room. Did you notice something? Even in your imagination, everything still looks perfectly normal, not upside down. That's because your brain is so used to correcting your vision, that it keeps doing it even when there's nothing to look at. Your brain is so committed to the job, it doesn't even wait for real images anymore. It just goes ahead and generates the corrected version. It's basically running on autopilot, and honestly, it's the nicest liar you'll ever meet. So, why does your brain do all of this? Because your brain doesn't care about showing you a perfectly accurate version of reality. It cares about showing you a version that's actually useful. If you had to navigate an upside-down world, you'd probably spend your entire life walking into walls. So your brain isn't protecting you from reality, it's protecting you from looking completely helpless. Scientists call this perceptual adaptation. I call it the only partner you'll ever have that quietly adjusts to you every single day without starting an argument. So, here's the takeaway. You have never experienced reality in its raw, unedited form. From the day you were born, your brain has been giving you its own carefully processed version. You've been watching the editors cut your entire life, and luckily, your editor is actually pretty good. Theoretically, if you really wanted to experience reality completely unfiltered, all you'd have to do is turn your brain off. I wouldn't recommend testing that. As for me, I'm just going to stand upside down and pretend I'm the accurate version. The advantage of being a stickman is not having to worry about brain maintenance. Closing. So, yes, your brain lies to you every single day, but they're the kind of lies that keep you alive. I wish more relationships worked like that. If you enjoyed finding out what your brain has been hiding from you, hit subscribe. Or don't. Your brain might just convince you that you already did. I'll see you in the next experiment. And remember, you've never actually seen reality. You've only ever seen your brain's best version of it. Wow, this is the Matrix.